Sound is mute, no? इस पे वो डाल देना। ये इसका स्क्रीनशॉट लेके डाल देना। इसका स्क्रीनशॉट लेके डाल दे और ऊपर एक व्हाइट बॉक्स ऐड कर दे। वी विल स्टार्ट एट 4. वेलकम, वी विल स्टार्ट एट 4.
Also, tell them that it's mute, so you'll not be able to
Yeah.
hear the audio.
उसी पर लिख देना इमेज क्या आएगा। इमेज ऊपर व्हाइट है ना उसका आएगा।
विशाल उनकी
टेक्स्ट बॉक्स
কত লগইন হবে? কি করবো এবার করবো?
উঠছে
করে দিচ্ছি হ্যাঁ এর থেকে বেশি হবে না
কারোর আইপ্যাডে খুলছে কিনা
সময় এরকম যেন না হয় আমি কথা বলছি আর আমি নেমে যাচ্ছি। এটা কোথায় ক্যামেরাটা ঠিক জায়গায় দেওয়া হয়
ওখানে আছে ওটাকে নামাতে হবে একটু
একটু না
एक मिनट रुक। यहाँ से
बस थोड़ा नीचे कर लो
এটা না
नहीं
ভুল করছিস
ज्यादा
ও
हेलो
हेलो
हाँ संतोष आईपैड में ये तो मुझे
চল রাকেশ তুই তো শুরু করবে স্টার্ট
या
মোবাইল অফ কর আচ্ছা এক মিনিট নিও সমস্যা যেই রাকেশ শেষ করবে আমি শুরু করব শেষ সবাই হবে তখন বিশালকে নিয়ে আসবে ঠিক আছে তার আগে কিন্তু ঠিক 2 মিনিট আগে বিশালকে বাইরে দাঁড় পাবে ঢোকাবে না
He's opening on iPad.
iPad.
But is it company provider iPad or
Oh,
personal?
wonderful. So you're in laptop. iPad. What about iPad?
ঠিক আছে
From the laptop.
ব্রিফ রাখবি ফটাফট হবে কেন কি ছটার ডেডলাইনটা ওটা হলে পরে হয় না সেটা ছটা সাড়ে ছটার মধ্যে শেষ
Okay, fine.
Voice as
All the best. It will start in another 2-3 minutes.
Yeah.
it's like
Now you can see yourself. This better? हाँ.
I need to move them.
Start. Are we live?
Yeah.
You're like
Okay. Good afternoon, friends. Welcome to today's webinar, which you know is on the launch of eMate for your division. And to initiate this webinar, we have with us our senior leadership. And to begin, I would request our Vice President and our training head, Mr. Atish Majumdar, to come and address all of us so that we can begin this webinar.
Very good.
Yes.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. I welcome you to the launch of eMate for the respiratory divisions, the cardiology divisions, neuropsychiatry, and oncology. We have already launched this program for the diabetes therapy area, and the diabetes division, metabolic division, and Synox, they are already undergoing and experiencing eMate today. And we have from there, and I'm sure we'll be able to see the same thing in the therapy areas we're launching today. Okay. For us at Lupin, I think all of us, as Lupinites, we seek growth. Now, when I talk about growth, I really don't talk about growth as in sales growth, but I do talk about growth as in people growth. I think at Lupin, one of our philosophies and beliefs has always been that we must grow our roots as we grow our branches. And I think eMate is an initiative towards that. It is a platform basically which will help you to or enable you to really grow your roots. Today is an environment. Today we see around us, business environment which is very dynamic, perhaps challenging in terms of the regulations that we see keep on coming in, very competitive. And when we look at tomorrow, we do realize that this business is essentially going to be about communication. And if this is a business of communication, then knowledge will be the fulcrum around which we will communicate. And I think it is essential for all of us as a company, which is a leader in most of the therapy areas that we operate, that we are equipped with the best knowledge. eMate is something which will help you to learn, not only learn, but also help you to learn at your convenience, anytime, anywhere. I think more importantly, today when we say that knowledge is the fulcrum of our communication, we also realize that continuous knowledge is very, very important. I think gone are the days when you could take one centralized training and pass your entire career. I think that's really not possible today. So I think all of us at Lupin Training thought about this, brainstormed on it, and decided to bring to you what is the in thing and in vogue in the world of learning. I think all companies across the globe today practice e-learning. It is recognized as the fastest growing learning platform uh, across the globe, across industries. And I think the advantage and the benefits of continuous learning will be reaped by you as you go through this process. And you will see that not only will you learn, but it will make you more curious, it will whet your appetite, and it will take you on a journey which will help you to be more productive in the doctor's chamber. I think for us at Lupin, and I really don't think, I know for sure, our commitment to see our people grow is our biggest commitment completely. So this initiative is something which we believe will help us to fulfill that commitment. Welcome to the world of eMate, and you will see that during the course of today's evening, you will see that our training colleagues and my division head colleagues, they will guide you through the training modules as to how you're going to really go out and execute this and learn about it, and on how will you really execute the LMS platforms. So you'll get to know all about this during the next 2 hours. And practically in the field, I think we will be able to go live for the cardiology divisions by the 8th. 18th, we are looking at respiratory, and 28th, we'll be looking at neuropsychiatry and oncology. So this should cover the main chronic areas, and then we would look at the multi-specialties. I wish you all the best. Enjoy eMate, for it's truly your mate. Thank you very much.
Where do we sit? Sit here.
So, face पूरा है. So,
It is online.
all right. Good evening to all my colleagues of Lupin IRF, and I welcome all of you to this uniquely innovative new learning module that is eMate. Friends and colleagues, this is a fantastic new initiative taken by Lupin IRF, and as all of us know that today's changing environment requires all of us to be updated and updated very quickly on the latest happenings in the field of medical knowledge. This is a knowledge-driven environment today, and we have to be very well prepared to face tomorrow's challenges. And as we all know that in today's environment, knowledge is a key differentiator. And anytime, anywhere learning is going to be the key for tomorrow's managers and team leaders. So keeping this in mind, Lupin has launched this eMate learning experience, which is an online learning platform for all of the colleagues in the field. And this learning platform will help all of us to be updated in the field of various therapies like cardiology, diabetes, and other therapy areas. And I'm sure this is going to be a very exciting new way of learning and keeping updated on the latest in the field of our interests. I am very happy to inform you that the cardiology and diabetes portfolio knowledge portal will be live from 8th and or 9th of June. And I urge all of you to make complete use of this fantastic new learning experience. And all of us will learn together and grow together with this eMate. I wish you all the very best for this fantastic new initiative. Shabash to all of you. Thank you very much.
Right, sir. Sit. It is live, sir.
Hi, good evening, everybody. In Lupin, I'm sure you will all agree that the highest importance is given to its people, to nurture them, to nourish them, and work on their development and to provide enriching career. This has been a constant endeavor going on over a period of time. Today, we are once again having a wonderful initiative as we go ahead and launch a knowledge upgradation portal or initiative. The name is eMate. It's anytime, anywhere learning. I'd like to provide a special thanks to the training team led by Atish for initiative. I am sure this initiative will help us in enriching our knowledge and make us more effective and assertive in the clinic. You will all agree we all work in a different therapy areas, and in respiratory we are covering asthma, COPD, allergic rhinitis, and what you see in COPD is newer and newer things emerging like ILD, IPF. For people to come to the training and understand that it takes quite a long time. But with this initiative, it can be a learning every day, anywhere. We can upgrade ourselves, increase our knowledge, which will help us to be much more effective in our in-clinic conversation with the doctors. I'm sure each and every team members are going to learn, and for that they have to really get into it, spend at least half an hour every week on this platform so that our knowledge gets upgraded and we are able to use that knowledge in a effective manner in the doctors in clinic. I wish you all the best, and we should all enjoy learning and implementing that in the field. Thank you very much.
It is live.
So good evening, everyone. I welcome you all to the launch of Lupin's own e-learning platform, eMate. As we all know that pharma industry is a knowledge-based industry, and a lot of our success actually depends upon our interaction, how well we spend that interaction time in the doctor's clinic. And this interaction with the doctors can be more meaningful if it is woven around scientific knowledge. Scientific knowledge has always been a key differentiator in the results and will always be in the coming times also. You will agree with me that knowledge can be gained through learning, and learning is a continuous process because learning breeds creativity, and creativity breeds thinking, thinking breeds knowledge, and knowledge breeds confidence, and confidence eventually breeds success. As learning is a continuous process, and traditionally you will see that the learning process was mostly classroom. But now is the time of blended learning, that is learning away from the classroom. So that's how the eMate has been brought to you. I have seen the platform, which is very, very high-end, and the modules are very engaging and exciting. And I'm sure when you learn through this, anytime, anywhere learning, away from the classroom, and this knowledge is going to empower you professionally. So I will request you that make the best use of this platform and apply it in the workplace to be a better professional, to be an empowered professional. This is a wonderful initiative by the training team, and they have been able to put together a very, very engaging platform. So I'm sure learning from now is going to be fun for you. I'm happy to announce that by the end of this month, this platform is going to get live. So happy learning and have fun learning. Thank you.
Copy to author.
Please. It's a live है already.
थोड़ा उस तरफ चेक कर. Yes. इसको यहाँ रखने का था ना.
हाँ कहीं.
Yes. I should start.
Yeah, it's live.
Yeah. Good evening, colleagues. I welcome you all in this eMate webcast, which has been developed by our training department, and I thanks the training department for this innovative e-learning module. This innovative e-learning module will provide us anytime, anywhere knowledge. This is an initiative which I believe will help us to be more effective and more assertive in clinic. Because of rapid change in market dynamic, it is very, very important for all of us to update our knowledge on a regular basis, which can be done only with this eMate training module. You know the salient features of this eMate training module that it has individual access to all basic and molecular knowledge can be taken with the help of this eMate, and this has been supported by each module has been supported by with quiz, so you can assess your training on day-to-day basis. You know, for a new user like Primus, this eMate training module will work as a catalyst, because what is more important for new user to have a time in doctor's chamber, which we can only be taken with the help of this type of training program. Already the reasons like diabetes, metabolic, synox are using this eMate training program, and with the success rate of almost 95%. I wish all the very best and happy learning to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Friends, a big thank you for all our senior leaders for taking out the time to be with us and address us and share all their thoughts on this new initiative that has been taken by the senior management. And continuing with their words, I'm sure you would like this platform a lot, and you would find it useful. Gradually, as we travel together on this platform, over a period of time, we would see that this really helps us in clinic. It helps us in gaining confidence with our products and the therapy knowledge inside the doctor's clinic. So, taking you onwards from here, my name is Rakesh Singhal, part of the training team. The entire training team has worked very hard to get this platform together for you. And the content that you see has been developed by the training team. It has been vetted by our medical team, and then the entire module has been prepared. So you can rest assured that what content is a very high quality product, and all these modules are been made to be very simple to understand and very engaging to be seen. So I'll start today. For the next 45 minutes or so, I'll take you through this website, and you will see the computer screen, my computer screen being shared with you now. And on that computer screen, please watch. You can hear my voice, plus you can see the computer screen. And I would take you through the entire website with each page, and I'll show you how to go through the entire. Can you please share the computer screen? Done? Okay, so friends, you can see the computer screen now being shared with you. So I have this open in front of you. Before I actually take you through the website, please note that when there are a couple of things which would ensure that you have a very good experience with this webinar. The first thing is that please ensure that you have a good internet connection. During any time of the webinar, if you see that the buffering has began, please check your internet connection. Probably the internet connection has gone slow, because of which buffering is happening. So a good connection will help you. Point number two, when you go to your, when you see the screen, this is the screen that you would be seeing. So here you would have the settings section below here somewhere. So where if you click on that, you will see 720p. And that is the 720 HD quality video, which will give you the best experience. If you have the same screen open in two browsers, please close one browser, because the echoing of the sound from two browsers may reduce the voice quality for you. And the second thing is, when you scroll down, you would see a query section. Please feel free to share any type of query which you have. But friends, let me tell you that in this webinar, we will only be addressing the queries which are related to this webinar or which are related to eMate. So any query which you have for products and all, please get in touch with your seniors or the product management or your training manager, and we would be happy to answer those queries. But here we would not be answering queries which is anything other than this website or this webinar experience. So coming back to the website, this website, as you can see, if you can see the cursor that I'm taking, the address is lupinemate.com. So put lupinemate.com on your browser, and basically you can access the website on any platform. You can access it through Internet Explorer. You can access it through Chrome, Mozilla, or even Safari on your iPads. So this is compatible to all the browsers. So once you have put this, you enter. You can see the homepage coming. This is the homepage of Lupin eMate. So on the homepage of Lupin eMate, if you can see on the bottom, even without entering into the website, if you see on the bottom, there is one FAQ section, there is one disclaimer. So if you hit the FAQ, you can see some queries of a user related to eMate are placed here. At any point of time, remember this logo of eMate is a home button. The moment you click on this, it will take you back to the home page. So here, what are the features on this? You have this panel where the login and password is there. Login is your employee code. For all of us, everybody has a login from ME, MT, MR to the highest position in the organization. Everybody has a login in this. So the entire IRF sales team will be ultimately on eMate. So here I'll show you this. I'll use one login for a demo purpose for you. So I am putting this login. Remember, the first password is WELCOME, welcome, all small letters, no caps, @123. So that is the first password, which is same for everybody. So whenever we tell you that your logins are now ready and you can access, the first time you enter, the password would be all small, welcome, @123. Thereafter also, if you forget, please remember there is one section, forgot password. When you click on forgot password, this window comes, and here, remember, you only and only have to put your Lupin ID. No personal IDs would be allowed on eMate, because everybody has been given a Lupin eMate Lupin ID. @lupin.com ID is given to all employees of Lupin. In case your Lupin ID is not working, we will request you to please get in touch with the IT help desk and get it reactivated. So once you put this and you put submit, a mail would come to your mail ID, the corporate mail ID, and there the reset password details would be there. However, since now that we are doing it for the first time, I am using one login here. Then as you can see here, I am putting the first time password, that is welcome@123, and see what happens when I click on login. Okay, so this password that I'm using seems to be have been activated already, so I'm not able to do this. But let me tell you that when you put your employee ID and the first time user password welcome@123, this will take you to another screen where you will be asked to change the password. So you put in the old password. There will be three places there. You put the old password. After that, you put a new password of your choice. Retype the new password of your choice and submit. When you submit, what will happen is it will take you to another page which will say that your login has been successfully changed, and thereafter you can log in with your new password. So I'll use so this is my personal login. As you can see that I have logged in through my personal login. And once you log in, so you can see here, this is the email which appears. As I told you, always the logo of email is a home button, which will take you back to this page whenever you click. Then you can see what tells you that the login has happened is because welcome, your name would come, which means that you have entered into your login. And then look at this bar at the top. There are three icons which are in this green bar, and there are three icons which are on the other side in the white portion. So these are basically the different pages of the website. I'll take you one by one through these pages. And then as you can see, there is a scroll. The entire credentials of Lupin are there. We can see Dr. Deshmukh Gupta with his message for the year. And then when you go ahead, you can see all the divisions of Lupin. The domestic divisions are there. We have the details of the world-class manufacturing that we have globally. Then we have the R&D credentials, and we have the global credentials of Lupin. Scrolling down from here, so when you scroll down from here, you can see we have a small write-up which talks about eMate. Then we have the spirit of Lupin and the 6 values we always live by day in and day out. Also from our president, we have a message, a video message. When you play this video, the video will open in another window. And the first time you log in, we urge you to have a look at this and hear to our thoughts of our president, Mr. Rajiv Sibal. On the bottom bar, you can see that the FAQ always remains. So you can refer to this at any point of time you want. And a disclaimer is there for the policies for the use of this website. Now, the next is this page. As you can see, the arrow that is pointing to My Courses page. When you click on the My Courses page, this takes you to the page. Now, here you can see that the login that I'm using has been configured to diabetes care. But basically, whichever division you belong to, you will see a banner here which belongs to your division and the important products of your division that we always focus in the field. Going down from here, scroll down, and when you scroll down, there are 3 sections of this page, the My Courses page. Let me once again reiterate. This is the My Courses page that I'm talking of. when you scroll down, you will see there are three main sections. The main section is this one, which I am showing you with my arrow, my courses. This is the major section of this particular page. Then there is one is a update section and one is a resource library. So let me introduce you to these three features on the My Courses page one by one. You can already see that the different modules, which are the learning modules that have been created particularly for your viewing, they are scrolling here. So what happens here is you can see the module numbers, you can see the name of the modules, and you can also see a brief one-liner description of what that module is all about. So if you will notice here that we are beginning from module number 1. Module number 1, module number 2, module number 3, 4, and so on. Now, each of these modules is a learning module. I'll show you a glimpse of one of the modules, but let me tell you, each of these modules is a learning module of roughly about half an hour's duration. So at one go, you do not have to sit for a long time. You only have to sit just for about half an hour's time for one module. The modules have been made very engaging. There are a lot of animations which have been put in the modules. The language that has been used is very simple, and also the modules have a voiceover. So the description of the module, you can see a voiceover also, so which makes it more easy to understand. So sharing with you one of the module, for example, a pharmacology is always an interesting baseline topic for everybody. Now see, I'm taking my cursor to the pharmacology module and I'm clicking this pharmacology module. Once again, go down, scroll down, and see, you can see this module. You can see the module pharmacology. There are two parts. One is a module, so which you can see. I am putting it in green color. And at the end of the module, there is a quiz. Okay, this is sort of a self-check for your understanding. So the module, remember friends, one thing that as of now, each of the modules, when you start with your e-learning experience, module number 1 will be open. As Atish sir has said, that we will tentatively have for the cardiovascular divisions, we would be opening on the 8th. For the respiratory divisions, we would be opening on the first module on the 18th, and for the mind vision and oncology divisions, we would be opening the modules on the 28th. However, from eMate, you already know that you have been receiving certain teasers and the details on the webinar from mail ID of eMate. So from eMate, we would be sending a welcome mail to you, which will contain all the details once again. So once you have the first module, module number 1 will be open, which would be open for about 21 days. We'll let you know that. And in these 21 days, you need to go to this, open the module. Here you can see the name of the module is there. And is it a module or is it a quiz that is mentioned? Duration is mentioned and the status is mentioned. When you begin, the first time you open, the status will show unattempted because that's the first time you're attempting. And there would be an arrow which clicking this arrow will start that particular module. Similarly, the post-test quiz will be there. It's a quiz. The rough duration of this quiz is 15 minutes. Of course, you can also finish it in a shorter period of time. And right now you can see that since I have already attempted this, the status is showing passed. But remember one thing, the module, if you do not complete the module, you will not be able to attempt the quiz, because without completing the module, the status, this status which is currently showing passed will not show passed. It will say requisite not met. Requisite not met means you have not completed the module yet. So let me share with you. I'm clicking on this start button for the module. And you can see this is how it takes you to a new window and the module opens. I have switched on the volume, the speakers of my laptop, so you can...
Basics of Pharmacology.
So you can hear the voiceover of the particular module that we are talking of. in this module, this is the first page. So clicking on launch will take you to the first, will open the module. Then let me share with you the sections. On the left hand side, you can see this is a menu, and you have a glossary button, and you have a progress bar. And you can also reduce or increase the volume, or you can mute the volume if you want. Now let me launch this module for you and show you just 1 or 2 slides before we go ahead.
Welcome to Lupin eMate module on Basics of Pharmacology. This module defines pharmacokinetics and pharmacodynamics model drug.
Now, what you could see that I have pulled this bar and I have completed this frame. But let me tell you, when the first time the modules have been designed in such a way that the first time you open the module, you would not be able to pull this like this, or you would not be able to go to the next slide before completing a slide. So which basically means that the first time you open a module, you'll have to go through the entire module. But once you have completed the module, all these bars will become unlocked. You saw that I pulled it because I have already completed the module. So the next time we have designed in such a way, the module remains open for you. If you want to go and revise any of these portions, you can go and revise any of the sections at your own time. And you also see this notes page. Whatever is the voiceover has also been put in a text. Now, one more feature of this that I would like to show you is a glossary button. On the top right hand side, this glossary button is there, where some of the difficult words or maybe some of the medical terminologies have been mentioned here. Now, let us say I do not know the meaning of a catalyst. So what I'll do is I'll go and I'll click on catalyst, and you can see here that below the definition of that particular medical terminology will come. So this way, friends, now you can see.
Please use the glossary button on the top right of pharmacology. Broadly, PHAG. It is the chemical entity present in a medicine that is used for the diagnosis, prevention, and treatment. A drug can be administered through various routes to make the drug accessible to the patient's body, where the effect is desired and the action is facilitated. The routes of drug administration can be classified into 2 groups based on their action, namely local action and systemic action. Local route, also known as topical route, refers to external application of a drug to the skin surface when the drug effect is desired locally. Moisturizing lotion, ointment, cream, and gel are intended for local action, hence applied topically. Systemic routes are intended to deliver drugs into the blood.
Now, what you can see on the screen here is
learning activity. Drag the correct blue box over the green box.
After each 4-5 slides, you have a small learning activity which ensures that whatever is the progress of the module you have understood before you go ahead. So quickly, I'll show you this. For example, inhalers, you will agree that belong to inhalation. Tablets and capsules are oral. Cream and lotion is a topical form of a drug. And parenteral matches with injections and intravenous. Once you have done this, you submit.
Well done.
So this is something which makes it more interesting. So friends, like this, you have
Pharmacology has 2 main divisions, pharmacokinetics.
Now, once you have completed the module, you can exit the module from here. And once you have completed the module, as I have discussed earlier, you will have this quiz. So just a small glimpse of this quiz. The quiz contains each time, see, we have 30 questions which have been uploaded on the backend, but each time you attempt the quiz, only 10 questions will come in front of you. So which means that if you take the quiz multiple times, you will have some questions coming same and some of the questions you will have new. So if I launch this module, you can see excess immune response to the body towards a drug is known as, we would have already seen all these things in the modules. So if I talk of hypersensitivity and I submit, it takes me to the next question. So At random, I'm quickly doing this to show you. So these are the different types of questions which are there. I'm not reading the questions just to save time and show you the different types of questions. So some of the true and false would be like this, where if you feel the answer is true, you take your arrow on true and you click it. So like this, when you complete the entire set of 10 questions, I'm quickly going through this and I'll show you what happens when I reach the end of the 10 questions. Now you can see here that the minimum passing score for every quiz is 70% marks. Because I got 80% marks here, so I showed that congratulations, you had passed. Otherwise, you would say that please attempt again. And the next time I go, before my next attempt, I can even review the quiz. So in this question, I gave hypersensitivity as the answer was correct. Next, here I have given a wrong answer. So basically, it tells me incorrect. So I have to click here to see the correct response. So that is the correct response. Next, if I do here, once again, I have taken the incorrect response. So you can see here that I have done this wrong. So the actual 1 matching with 1, so the actual answer has been shown. So like this, all your questions you can review once again. So at the end of this first attempt, you know that 10 questions you are now sure of what are the answers. The next time you attempt, some of these questions would come the same and some of these questions would be different. Now, my real request to everybody would be that even if you have attempted 80% score and you have passed, it always is very interesting to go to the quiz once again, because every time you get a new question, and the challenge is to reach 100% score. But the first time you reach 100% score, don't stop attempting, because the next attempt, even if you get 80% score, do not worry, your highest score is going to get captured and not the last score is going to get captured. So I'll close this from here. So this, friends, is the most interesting section here. So the modules, when they open, they will look like this. Let me come back to the My Courses page. There is an update section and there is a resource library. In the update section, you can see that there are different messages which we keep putting here, and these messages would give you some latest updates. So if you want to read this more, you can click this and it will take you to another page where the entire detailed message is there. Now, one thing which I'd like to show you here, please look at this. We have created a eMate, and if you want to, at any point of time, you get confused like how to navigate through the eMate website. In the beginning, it may always happen to anybody. So go here, take this. This is a link to the navigation guide. Copy the link, paste it in your browser, and a navigation guide will start, which is a step-by-step guide on how to use the entire eMate website. Then there is a resource library. Basically, learning modules are present in this section, but we time to time we would be putting more reading material, something interesting facts or some clinical trials or something here. So when you go to the resource library, this again will take you to another page. Right now we have put one particular resource for you. So as you can see, we have put the American Diabetes Association Guidelines 2017. So you can always click here and you can view. So over a period of time, there would be more and more such articles and interesting features put into this. You can always go through in your spare time and read that. So that is the My Courses page, which is the basic learning page of eMate website. Next, you can see we have seen about the program. We have seen My Courses page. Next, I'll take you to another interesting feature of eMate, that is My Learning Path. Now here in My Learning Path, you can see there are two particular icons, clickable icons that you can see. One is My Learning Path and one is My Team's Learning Path. So here, for all managers, area managers, regional managers, and above would be able to see both these my learning path and my team's learning path. But for our friends who are ME, MTs, and MRs would have only one page, that is the my learning path. When you go to my learning path, you can see here that all the modules have been listed here. So for example, I just saw the pharmacology module. So if I want to see how did I perform in the pharmacology module, I click on the pharmacology module and I can see here that I have attempted the pharmacology module 20 times. I have spent a total of 315 minutes, and my last attempt was, you can see here, we have just gone through this module. So you can see that my last attempt was at 4:38 p.m. and the status is complete. Plus the quiz also, you can see that the total I have spent 22 minutes on the quiz. I have tried the quiz 9 times. The last was just what we did, and the status is passed. Now, if I want to go into further details, I can always do, you can see my where my browser is going. Here I put view attempts. So you can see here in view attempts, focus here, you can see that all the modules have been mentioned here. All the modules which are there, they have been mentioned here. And each of these modules, they would also have, so you can see here, we are looking at pharmacology. So pharmacology, you can see the first time I opened, I spent only 19 seconds and my module was incomplete. So you can see here that I have completed the module here, and when you go down, you can also see the quiz. So you can see this quiz and you can also see that when was the quiz taken, what was the status, what was the percentage of the marks, how much time I have spent, and when I have accessed. So for your own thing, you can see this entire thing. You can also export. You click this export, the entire report would get exported to Excel, and you can always, if you wish, you can always save it on your desktop or your laptop for future reference and analyze the same. So let us go back to this. I click back on my learning path. So from here you can see that you have all the modules listed here. You can go to any module and you can check your own performance on these modules. My learning path is basically somewhere, so you can see here, this is a dashboard. So basically all managers, they can see the reports of their team on this particular page. So this is a basic snapshot. So if I want to see how did my team perform on pharmacology, when I click this, so you can see a snapshot comes here. So completed means 91.4% of the team has completed, 7.1% has not attempted, and 1.5% has started the module but they have not completed. So similar for post-test quiz. And once again, there is a detailed report section where you can select the module from here. You can select the module and you can select the post-test quiz. Press Control this. There are 3 types of reports, and for wherever for your team, you can generate a report. Of course, for all manager colleagues of ours, we will be preparing another tutorial of how to go through the reports, and we would be communicating with you separately. Okay, so this is the my learning path. So not only attempt of the courses, you can also see how you have performed, and the better you perform, the more feeling of achievement you would get, and we would always encourage you for that. Okay, so these are the main 3 tabs, the main 3 pages of eMate. So next you can see here my profile. I am clicking on my profile, and you can see in my profile, you can see your employee code is locked. You can, of course, you cannot change your employee code. Your division you cannot change. Then also the mail ID has been locked because we at our backend, we already have the mail IDs, the corporate mail IDs of every employee. So they have been, by default, they have been configured, and you cannot change it to your personal mail ID. Yes, if there is any kind of mistake in your name, you can make that correction at any point of time. If you have changed your mobile, or if this mobile is a wrong mobile number featuring here, please feel free to change the mobile number and save it, so that at the backend we get a message that we need to correct it at your correct your mobile number in our records, and we will be doing it. Not only this, there is also we have also created a help desk for eMate. Similarly to what we have a help desk for our SFA team, we also have a help desk for eMate, where we have a eMate coordinator in our office. Her name is Shweta, and she would be monitoring this from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. So feel free to get in touch with her. This is the number. Please save this number on your mobile. And if you need any help with eMate for this website, or for the modules, or for any kind of experience with eMate, if you have any kind of queries, you want any kind of help, please feel absolutely free. All on, they'll be very happy to help you with all your queries to ensure that your experience is a very smooth experience and a very good experience with eMate. We also have provided a option for you to change the password, where you can put the old password, select a new password of your choice, re-enter the password, and submit. Once you submit, you'll get a message that your password has been successfully changed. Then we also have this contact us page. So you can see here that one option which I shared with you is that you have this eMate help desk number. So this eMate help desk number, please feel free to call whenever you want, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. But you also have another option. You can also communicate with us directly through the website itself. So you can see here, when I click on this, you have three options. Is it a query that you have, or is it a suggestion that you would like to give us for the website or the modules, or is it a feedback on the entire eMate experience that you want to share with us? So you can click that. For example, if I have feedback, and I can type in that feedback here, and I can type it that so let's say I want to congratulate the eMate team and say that the experience has been good. And when I hit this submit button, what happens is we have at our office, we have a mail ID configured with this. So the direct mail comes to us. Maybe you have some query related to the website, put that query, submit it to us. And what we would do is, the next day when our eMate e-learning coordinator is in office, she goes through all these mails. And if there is any kind of query you have, she will call you back, because we have your numbers, and she will speak to you and provide you with any kind of help that you need. So this, we have created both options of reaching us through an email and reaching us through a mobile number, so that all your queries can be solved. At the same time, we would also request you for your suggestions, and very important, for your feedback, because the objective is to make eMate very user-friendly. We find it very useful, we find it very interesting. So we would really love to hear your feedbacks. Once you have gone through the website, once you have gone through the modules, please do share your feedbacks with us, because that is something which makes us understand how we are doing and what else we can do to improve the experience for you. So friends, this is the entire eMate website and the entire eMate experience. So really hope that you have liked this, and you feel that this is going to be interesting and a good experience for all of you. Over a period of time, we are in the first phase, where for every division, we have created modules. The first 5 modules are common for all division, which are an overview of the, I'll show you from here. So as you can see, introduction to the human body, human systems, human cells, human tissues, and pharmacology. These 5 modules are common for all divisions of IRF because they are the basic foundation of understanding of medical biology. We have designed the experience of EMATE in such a way that we would pick up the therapy areas. In cardiovascular divisions, we'll start with the structure and the functioning of the heart. In respiratory system, we'll talk about the detailed respiratory system. In mind vision, similarly, and oncology, we'll start with the basic therapy area of the neurons and the immune system. And gradually, we would take you to higher levels and deeper into the products so that you gain the basic understanding and you really would like to use this inside the doctor's chamber to discuss your product with your doctors. So this is the phase 1 that we have created for you. Every division has something around 16 to 18 modules designed for them, which gradually, slowly we would be sharing with you. Going ahead from here, we would be designing more interesting ways of sharing the experience or sharing the knowledge with you and sharing the utilization of the knowledge with you. But friends, we will really need your active participation because success of phase 1 will ensure robust phase 2 of e-learning being designed and brought to you. So we have taken you through this basic website. So now I hope you have already been sharing your queries with us and give us 5 minutes of time. You can think of this.
Some more updates, some more questions are required actually.
Okay.
A few of them, last 20 minutes, there's no question.
Okay. So I understand from my colleagues because 3-4 of us are from the training team. I mean, you would know myself, Soumya is there, Rajesh is there, and Rahul Bendre is there. So we have all been working on this. We have been going through the queries that you have been posting to us. But somehow we feel that for the last 15-20 minutes, none of the queries have come to us. Please feel free. If you have been watching the webinar and you could not put your queries, we'll put a gap of 5 minutes. Okay. We'll wait for another 5 minutes. In the meanwhile, we'll try to collate the queries which you have posted for us. Okay. We'll take out the common queries and give you another 5 minutes to put in your queries. After 5 minutes, we will again start answering your queries. So take your time. We'll start answering the queries 5 minutes from now.
वॉइस के लिए म्यूजिक को म्यूजिक लगे थे
Now, can you hear the audio?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Okay. Colleagues, I hope you can hear our voice again. So, okay. So I hope you have got time to put in your queries. Please, you can continue putting in your queries because we are getting your queries continuously. All right. So you can see four of us colleagues. Let me introduce my colleagues. We have four colleagues from the training team. We have Rahul.
Hi.
We have Soumya.
Hi.
Rakesh, and we have Rajesh Bhattacharjee.
Hi.
So we have been meeting at various forums, and it is great to connect you to this platform also. It's not just four of us. You know that we have more colleagues in the training team. The entire training team has been working on this to bring the entire experience to you. So we will take your questions one by one. We'll try to bring. In the meanwhile, please feel free to continue putting queries, whatever queries you have. It is always a pleasure to address the queries and bring more clarity into the usage of eMate. So I can, on one of the screens, I can see the first query is, this site is only open in website or is it also available in mobile app also? Now friends, eMate, the eMate has been designed in such a way that you can open it on a computer, you can open it on a desktop, you can open it on a laptop, you can open it on your personal connection, you can open it from a cyber cafe, you can also open it from tablets, iPads, or your mobile also. At the same time, I would like to really request you that please try to see it on a bigger screen. Although it will open on a mobile, but as you can understand, these are learning modules and the screen of the mobile is very small. So therefore, your experience may not be all that good if you try to access it on a mobile, although it is open for all platforms. So please try to open it through a tablet, iPad, or a desktop or a computer for a best experience. And yes, all of the modules, they have voiceovers. So, I mean, if you have a headphone ready with you, that would give you the best learning experience with eMate. Then the next question that we have is the password same as of Outlook password? Please, as of today, the eMate is a separate website. And as I told that the first time your login is your employee ID. And the password, the first time you access the password, as I told you, is welcome@123. Welcome, all small. W is also small. So all WELCOME are small letters. @123 is your first time password. It will immediately ask you to change the password. And whatever password you change remains your password for eMate. Of course, as I said, that you can always go, as you can see on the screen, you can always go to the change password, and you're free to change your password whenever you want. Over a period of time, we would think of integrating it with other platforms. So as and when the progress is done, we will do it.
So major things can be learned.
Okay, then we have 2-3 questions which are basically focused on what is the objective of eMate is one question. Then one question is that what are the major things that can be learned from eMate and how it can be beneficial to us. So this is really heartening. These questions are really heartening to see, because you want to know that what is the objective of eMate, and you want to know that how we can benefit out of it. Yes, colleagues, this is the reason why we have put in all the efforts and worked through all these days to create this learning experience for you. The objective of eMate is, see, when in the beginning our senior leaders have mentioned this, that gone are the days when we used to have one training program at joining, and that training program used to take us through the years of service. Today, the environment is changing, the world is changing, medical updates come every day, and the competitiveness inside the doctor's clinic is increasing day by day. And with that thing in the mind, we have created this, because everything said and done, classroom training has its own limitations, because you cannot do classroom training every now and then. So this is the best technology, brings us closer to each other, and whatever thoughts we have, we can convert them into learning modules and we can share it with them. So the objective of creating the e-learning platform is that we remain in touch and we keep on passing the information to you. And the entire eMate platform, the web platform, has been created in such a way that you can access it anytime, anywhere, whenever you feel like and whenever you are free. So ultimately, we are also going to have a iPad app, which is going to come to you through the MDM. You can install this iPad app on the company provided iPads, where you can download the modules and you can even access the modules offline. So when you access the modules offline, the data gets captured in your iPad, and the next time you connect with the internet, it will sync with the server. So basically, it has been designed in such a way that it gives you a learning experience at your own free time. Even if you take out half an hour's time every day, it would be a very good learning experience for you. So that is basically, and yes, because the modules have been aligned to the divisional therapy areas, the modules have been aligned to the divisional products, it is certainly going to help you in understanding your products, in understanding the USPs of your products, which will help you in communicating with doctors inside the doctor's clinic and bringing the doctor closer to prescriptions. And that, I guess, all of us agree that prescription is what we live for. And each prescription is the reward which we get every day.
Downloading the article from resource library.
Okay, yeah, that's again a good question. A couple of users have asked us that can we download the articles from the resource library? You saw that in, if I show you on the screen once again, in the My Courses page, click on My Courses. And if on My Courses page, you remember we had seen that there is one resource library section. In the source library, from time to time, we put some guidelines. We will be putting some articles. Now, you can see here that as of now, we have put one sample article for you to see. So if you click on this view, you can see here that the ADA guideline is being downloaded. So you can see, you can even save this if you want anywhere. You can save this on your
print
yeah, on your computer, and there is a print option also. If you want, you can print it from here also. So therefore, this is
description of the manual.
yeah. You can print this. Of course, if there are any kind of copyrighted material that we are putting here, maybe the print option will not come there. But most of the articles would be accessible for you to open and print.
Second question is, learning modules will be division centric?
Yeah, there is one question we can see here. Are all learning modules division centric? As discussed with you some time back, let me go back to the My Courses page so that I can share the live thing with you. As you can see here, these modules: introduction to the human body, human systems, human cell, human tissue, and pharmacology. These are the basic modules which form the basis of understanding of medical biology. These five commons, the first five modules will be common for all divisions of IRF. And after that, you can see, being the login for diabetes care, you can see that endocrine system comes. So therefore, thereafter, we start segregating into therapy areas. Cardiovascular divisions, I am repeating, cardiovascular divisions will start with the anatomy and physiology of the heart and the circulatory system. Similarly, respiratory system, we'll start with a detailed study of the respiratory system, Respira and Respira specialty care. Mind Vision would start with the basics of nervous system, and oncology would start with the basics of immunology. And from there, we would slowly getting into the specialty areas. For example, with cardiovascular, we'll get into hypertension, we'll get into ACS, we'll get into heart failure, and whatever are our products, we would have separate modules for the products, which will take you deeper into the products. So this is how the e-learning has been designed for each division of IRF.
Yes, sir, when eMate website will start.
Okay. Okay. When eMate website will start, friends, in the month of June, we would be launching eMate for 7 divisions of IRF. Cardiovascular divisions, Pinnacle, CBN, and Primus. We would be going live on the 8th or the 9th on the 8th of June. For Respira and Respira Specialty Care, we would be going live on somewhere on 18th, 19th of June. And for Mind Vision and Oncology, we would go live by the end of this month, somewhere around 28th or 29th. Now, you would be, each one of you would be receiving a welcome mail on your corporate login ID. The welcome mail will be from eMate. And there, the complete details will be there. Once again, we will reinforce the entire process to you, how to open, how to enter into the modules, and how to open the modules. And also, a link to the navigation guide, as I had mentioned, would once again be placed there. So you can go to the navigation guide and once again refresh your memory. And on the date which we mentioned in that particular mail, you can start accessing the modules. I have one more question here which talks about like, how do we understand that a module is opened and for how much time a module will be opened? As of now, each module is open for 21 days. So the sequence is like, you receive a welcome mail. In that mail, a date will be given on which the first module will be open to you. Starting from that day, for 21 days, that module is open for you. You can access that module as many number of times as you want. You can go to the quiz only after you complete the module, because that is one more query which I can see on the screen. So I can share this with you. If you are having a look at the screen, for example, this pharmacology module, as I showed to you, that pharmacology, we go down, scroll down, click on this pharmacology. So you can see here, is completed, the quiz will be allowed. So I can see one more query which has been posted. Can I take the quiz without going to the module? I'm sure you understand that the quiz is actually linked, the questions in the quiz are linked to the entire knowledge that has been shared in the module. So once again, sharing this with you for clarity, that the modules, each of the module is approximately 30 minutes. Some people are fast readers, they may complete in 25 minutes. Some people may want to go through in more details and assimilate the knowledge before they go ahead. They may take 35-40 minutes. But the average time for completion of each module is 30 minutes. The first time you go through the modules, the slides are locked. They do not allow you to proceed without completing a slide. But once you have completed the modules, all the slides get unlocked. You can, the next time you want to revise only one particular, for example, you only want to understand, fine, what is the meaning of pharmacokinetics? So you can open the pharmacology module. You need not go to the entire module. I showed you that on the left-hand side, the menu is there. From there, you can directly go to the pharmacokinetics or the pharmacodynamics or whatever you want to revise, and just have a look at 2 slides and exit from the eMate website. So that is also you can do. But yes, the quiz will be open only once you have completed this module. And after that, you can take the quiz as many number of times you want to keep on increasing your score and seeing new questions which are coming. So I can tell you that at least till about 4 or 5 attempts, you'll keep on seeing new questions. So that will keep up the interest, and that will also be a very good revision for you.
How will an area manager know about his team members taking a module or not?
Okay. I can see we have one of our managers who have put a query that how would a manager know that his team members have taken a module or not? Now, as I was sharing with you, let me come to this page, and you can see this page here on your screen. We have this My Learning Path. Click on My Learning Path. So it takes you to a page where all the reports are there. So this My Teams Learning Path, this particular icon is available on the login of all managers, area managers and above. So here what you can do is from here, this gives you just a snapshot. So you can select the module which you want to see from here. Second option is you can go to the detailed reports. In the detailed reports, all the modules that have been assigned to your division, you can see in this window. So from here, whichever module you want to check the reports, you can. I have been taking the example of pharmacology. So you can put here, press Control for multiple selection. So you can see the module and the PTQ has been selected. So there are three types of reports that can be generated, and then you would see the name of your team members here. Because I'm using a login at the national level, so therefore you can see all these are there. And then when you click on Generate Report, report will be generated, which can be exported and saved on your that also. So here since we are having this, so it's mapped like this. We have all the sales managers. With each sales manager, we have all the regional managers, and with each regional manager, we have all the area managers. So you can click here. Of course, this is a higher level login. For area managers, you would see only your team, and you can generate the report. For this, we would again be preparing a separate navigation guide, which will be sending through mail to all managerial level colleagues. Of course, not just this, even for your own learning experience, you can generate your report. This My Learning Path would be available to everybody. So you can select the module for which you want to see your own reports, not anybody else's reports, and view attempts, and it will give you the detailed reports.
When and how will we come to know about starting a particular module?
Okay. The next question is when and how will we come to know about the starting of a particular module? So as I was sharing that 21 days as of now is decided to be the duration of one module. So whenever we are uploading the next module, the modules are all uploaded at the back end. So whenever we are opening a new module, the next module at the end of 21 days, you would receive a mail. And in that mail, it would be written that, dear mate, for you, the module number so-and-so is open, and the module number will remain open from this date till this date. And within that time frame of 21 days, you are required to complete the module, and you are required to take the quiz and get a minimum score of 70% marks in the quiz. And viewing these modules and getting 70% quiz is compulsory till the level of RSM. So we will request all managers, including area managers and regional managers, to please go through the modules and complete it within the stipulated time period of 21 days and get a minimum of 70%. Of course, and I'm sure you would like to target for 100% marks and not 70% marks.
Can a cardiology person learn some diabetology or any other therapy? I think.
Okay. So for, can a cardiology person learn diabetology? Yes, wherever we have a diabetology product, we do have diabetology modules also. For example, in Pinnacle, one of our pride products is Gibtulio, and we do have modules on diabetology for our Pinnacle colleagues. So similarly, like we have whichever are the focus therapy areas in each of the divisions, we have those modules configured into your login.
So any other therapy area they will not be able to?
Yeah, as of now, other therapy areas you would not be able to see. But yes, we can certainly do one thing for you. If you are really interested, you are in cardiology, but you want to learn something about gastro, you want to learn something about others. So you can put in a request through your regional managers, and we can certainly see how we can take you through that particular module.
Will scores have an impact on performance ratings as of now?
Okay, will scores have a good question that we are seeing here? Will scores have an impact on performance ratings? Friends, as of now, this system is entirely an experiential system for you. And the objective is that all of us, we go through this knowledge, all of us, we increase our skills inside the doctor's clinic, because I'm sure you will agree that better understanding of our products, better understanding of the therapy areas which we handle will always help us in gaining more time inside the doctor's clinic. And with more time inside the doctor's clinic, the chances of prescriptions go higher. So friends, that is the objective of eMate. It has, as of yet, it has not been linked to any kind of performance parameters.
What will be the reward of scoring?
Of scoring 100% score. I will ask you to answer this question yourself. I mean, that's a good question that we have. And what kind of reward are we talking of? The first that I would say, try this, get 100% marks. And the feeling of getting 100% marks in itself is a very big reward. But of course, yes, over a period of time, this is just the beginning of the e-learning experience. Let us have the e-learning experience. Let us understand what e-learning is. You will see more to come. We will have more things coming into this. And then you will understand really, at this point of time, you can understand that we cannot reveal everything. But then you would get more and more experiences, which would be very good experiences with eMate.
And at the same time, I think the best reward they will get is in the clinic.
Yes, absolutely yes. When you are able to discuss your product nicely and the doctor gives you time and the respect, I guess Rajesh is right. That is the biggest reward which we have.
Okay. After attempting quiz, which marks will be considered as first or last attempt?
Yeah. After attempting a quiz, I have a question that after attempting a quiz, which marks will be considered first or last attempt? If you attempt a quiz 5 times and in the third attempt you get 100% marks, in the fourth attempt you get 80%, in the fifth attempt you get 90%, your 100% marks will be considered. So out of all the attempts which you have, whatever is the highest score that you have gained, that will be considered as your final score, be it the first attempt or the last attempt. It's neither the first attempt or the last attempt, it is the best attempt which gets captured.
Okay. If I log out in the middle of the course, will I be able to resume from where I left?
Yeah, if you log out in the middle, for example, I'll take an example. Let's say you're waiting for a doctor in his clinic. You have your, maybe you have your personal tablet, iPad, or the company provided iPad with you. And suddenly you see that the doctor's call has started and you log out in the middle. Let's say there are 20 slides in that particular module. You have completed 15 slides. The next time you log in again and go to the same module, it will ask you, do you want to start where you left? For example, let me actually show this to you.
I think this module is incomplete. Go to this module.
You can.
Introduction to
Yes, okay. All right, so, yes. So see, when I click here, see the message which comes. Would you like to resume where you left off? So it's your choice. You want to start again from the first slide, you put no. But if you want to start with the wherever you left the last time, you click yes. So,
Pharmacology has 2 main divisions.
so it will take you to that particular C. You have already completed this one, so it takes you from where you left at the last time.
Do we have to take module sequentially, or we can take module as per our wish?
See
how many modules are there?
For each division, we would be having something around 16 to 18 modules in the first phase. Thereafter, of course, we will design more learning material, maybe in different formats for you. But right now, the modules have been designed in such a way that it's a sequential learning, and the best experience is, and the best way to gain knowledge for each one of us is to go through the modules sequentially. So therefore, we would be putting a sequence lock on the modules. As such, I mean, for example, if I show you this, you can see this. The diabetes care division is currently on module number 8. So let's say I want to open this module. So if I tick this, you will see that currently only module number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 is accessible. So therefore, we have really not opened all modules at the same time, because directly going to a module number 11 without understanding module number 8, your learning experience may not be as good. So that is the reason why in the first phase, we are continuing with sequence.
And for new MEs, when they join that point, you just reinforce.
Yeah, and one by one the modules will be open to you. But yes, now that one particular division is on module number 8, module number 1 to module number 8 remains open. They will get locked after 21 days. So that, you know, we have done this so that you can go back to any module, any point of time for revision, wherever you feel like. Wherever you feel like, whenever you feel like, you can do that. But one more thing is, for example, let us say a particular division has reached module number 3 and a new person in the field joins. So now this person will have to go through, he will have all 3 modules open for visibility, but then the new colleague in the field has to first go through module number 1, complete, and only then he will get access to module number 2. So therefore what happens is that new colleague in the field, he is expected to complete the modules at a faster speed as compared to the other colleagues, so that over a period of a couple of weeks, he can catch up with the rest of his colleagues, and he can now start traveling at the same pace along with his team.
Okay. I'm shifted from diabetes care to primers, individualized question.
Right.
But there are some people who are like that. So they have already completed 6 modules over there in diabetes. So do I need to start afresh again? Because there are some people who have got a shift.
Now, when you shift from one division to another division, so your profile will be shifted. The division allotted to you in your profile at the back end, we will be changing it to the new one. And as per the change in the profile, you would have to travel along with your colleagues in the new division. But of course, yes, where we have individual cases like this, where a person has been shifted from diabetes care to Primus or Pinnacle, and he has already completed 6 modules, we'll take these cases on an individual case basis, and we'll take a decision on what to do, and we'll definitely do it in such a way that you feel very comfortable.
Is it open 24/7?
Is it over 24/7? Yes. The eMate is open 24/7. So be it 2 o'clock in the afternoon or 2 o'clock in the night, rest assured you can access the modules at any point of time.
eMate help desk at time.
Okay. eMate help desk. Sharing the screen once again with you. There are 2 methods you can reach out to us for any query, for any suggestion, or any kind of feedback. One is, as I showed, through this mail box, and the second is through this. Please note this. It is 022-7140-2383. This is the help desk number, which would be monitored from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. from Monday to Friday. Beyond this, put a message to us. The next working day, our e-learning coordinator will get that message from the inbox, and she will, if it is a query, she will sort out the query. If required, she will call you on your mobile, because we have at the back end, we have your mobile number, we have your mail ID. So she will either reach back to you through mail, or she will give you a call back, and she'll help you with any query that you may have.
How much time will it take to respond to a query? That is another question.
Yeah.
So
how much
related to that?
Yeah. How much time will it take to respond to the query? As I said, the next working day, you can rest assured that your query will be sorted out. So of course, if you're putting a query on Friday at 8 o'clock in the evening, you can expect a callback or a resolution only on Monday. But at the same time, I mean, if that's the reason why we will request you that if you put you can call this number 10 to 5 Monday to Friday, or you can put us a query through this during working days. You will definitely get a quick response.
Okay. Is eMate available also for offline use?
Okay. Is eMate available also for offline use? As of now, this is an online feature. But yes, we are in the process of developing, as I shared with you, we are in the process of developing an iPad app. This iPad app will be available for our corporate iPad users, and you would be receiving a link through your MDM where you can install it. And the iPad app will have the learning features will be offline. When we open a new module, you will be required to download that module whenever you are online and have a good connection. You can download and save on your iPad. The quiz will also get saved. You can access the module. At the end of the module, you can open the quiz. All your scores will temporarily be recorded till the time you go online. The moment you connect with an internet, your attempts and your scores will get captured, and they will sync with the server, and they will start appearing in the reports.
Okay. Is there any certificate or trophy after passing all the modules?
Is there any certificate or trophy after passing all the modules? Once again, let me reiterate that this is the beginning of eMate. In the beginning of eMate, we have all these learning modules, which would be a good experience for you. Gradually, as we gain more experience, as you gain more experience, as you continue with modules and complete more number of modules, we would be increasing the features of eMate, and gradually you will get to listen more from us. First, we need to make this a success. We need to make this basic e-learning a success and show that it benefits us, and show that we really want to go ahead with it. And gradually new features will be more engaging, they will be more exciting, and they will be more rewarding. This much we can tell you. So therefore, let's make it a success. We'll get to see more new features into eMate.
Okay. The study material would be in PPT or video, which format?
Okay. The study material will be in which format? Is it PPT?
And can I take a printout of the module?
Okay. Will it be PPT or video or something? As I have already shared with you on the screen a couple of times, it is basically in the form of a PPT, but it's much more advanced than a PPT because in the frame which we have, you have already seen that on the frame we have the learning content. On the left hand side, the voiceover notes are there. In the learning content, animations are there, and at the same time there is a voiceover which explains the end. It is a unique format, friends. This format is known as an e-learning module. It's an articulate storyline. So this is not exactly PPT. It's much more advanced version of PPT, which has integrated video, which has integrated animation, and which has integrated voiceover. You cannot retrieve them. You cannot save these modules on your desktop or your laptop, and you cannot take a printout because it's a copyright kind of a thing, which the ownership of all these modules lies with Lupin, and therefore being a part of Lupin, we get this opportunity and we get this facility of going through these modules, but we cannot save these modules.
Okay. And can we get updates about Lupin as an organization over eMate?
Okay. Can we get updates about Lupin as an organization? Friends, incidentally, you already see this carousel with all the, you can see this, all the latest credentials of Lupin keep on scrolling here. Time to time, we would be updating these informations, and you would see new information, current information coming here. Now, speaking beyond this regarding Lupin updates, our basic website, lupin.com, contains all the details. So therefore, whenever you want the latest updates, you can always visit our basic website, lupin.com, for any latest and current updates on the organization.
So, if I choose a wrong answer for a particular question, can I re-attempt it? This has already been discussed. If doctor has asked a query regarding product, which we can't explain at that point of time inside the clinic, how will eMate going to help?
So if a doctor asks you a query and you're not able to answer, how can eMate help you? See, I mean, here you have 2-3 different approaches that you can take. you can always put the query on this section. You can put a query on this section. So if you put a query on this section, this query is not directly related to the eMate content, but yes, definitely what we would be doing is we will be routing this query to the training manager who handles your particular therapy area or your division, and through that training manager, we would get that query sorted out, and we'll come back to you with a solution of that particular query. So that can definitely, that is how, or maybe what you can do is that you can go back to that particular module. If that module has already been completed, you can go back to that module and once again go through the module to seek a query. So seek an answer to your query. So both these options are open to you.
I think that's it. These are the major questions.
Okay.
So
that's great, colleagues, because at one point of time we felt that enough questions are not there, but we are very happy. It looked like you were seeing the webinar, so the queries had not started coming. But now we have good number of queries, and I think we have good clarity brought into the entire project of eMate. So thank you so much for your queries. This does not mean that you cannot ask any more queries. You have any more queries, please feel free to get, once we go online, once we go live for you, we will inform you. And whatever queries come to your mind, whatever clarifications you need, whatever help you need in making this a good learning experience for you, please feel free to reach us through one of these two methods which we are showing you on the screen.
Divisional trainer also can.
Yeah, and your divisional, of course, your divisional trainer is always in touch with you. So your divisional trainer can certainly help you in, because all divisional trainers know this platform very nicely, because it has been a team effort. The entire training team has worked towards bringing this experience to you. So you can always reach out to your divisional trainer also. So you have your divisional trainer, you have this mail option, you have the contact option. So whichever way you feel, we would be very happy to help you with the eMate.
No.
So thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, and we'll request Rajesh and Rahul to share their thoughts also with eMate, after which we will be signing off for today, and we will be beginning a new journey in Lupin for your division, the journey which is known as eMate. So both of us are mates at the end of the two sides of the digital platform. Rajesh.
What to be?
Rajesh, please.
So, hi, mates. We have a new word to address you now. Well, my name is Rajesh, and this is a good opportunity for me also to connect with so many of you who are online now. So let me just drop a message that how this eMate is going to help. Now, you see, if you look at our learning, if you look at the capacity of learning, not much we can do about it because it is probably defined by what they say. And if you look at the capability of learning, we can do a lot about it because capability building is a skill building process. Through continuous practice, we can definitely enhance it. But what is most important here is our willingness to learn. Now, that's a choice. Now, given the fact that the kind of social media revolution that is happening today, we have lots of engage with. I need not name those social media, but definitely those are choices, and in that list of choice, you also have a choice now, and that is email. So how do you invest your time when you are probably waiting in the doctor's clinic hall or maybe any time that you have? One thing I can definitely claim here, that once you engage yourself with this eMate, you will be definitely investing your time and will be definitely sweet. So this is what is eMate can do our life in Lupin. It can definitely add value in the minute make in the doctor's clinic. Okay, as a gift out of this eMate learning. So I wish you all the best and happy learning with eMate. Thank you so much. All the best. Over to Rahul now. Yeah.
Okay, hello friends. I'm really excited with the kind of response you all have given through your questions. A lot of appreciations I could see on the screen, and this really excites us as a team, training team. See, we have gone into the next orbit. From classroom training, we are moving to a technology platform where we are trying to utilize it, and almost everybody, right from the division heads, okay, we have been discussing about it. All I would like to tell you is this is a platform which is going to help you in actually finding your skills. Great, you are doing great. Okay, but this particular platform is going to help you to excel in doctor's clinic, and that's what leadership is, and that's what we want to see you as a leader in every territory, every place, every area, every region where work. What I would like to tell you is it's all about how we use it, it's all about how we execute it, and it's all about how we take maximum help of our resources, because this is a great resource that organization is offering all of us, each one of us, and you please utilize it to the maximum so that it will ensure the leadership of Lupin in Doctor's Clinic. From all of us, from training team, thank you very much for patiently listening to this webinar. It was great participation from all of you. Keep the same enthusiasm in learning in future as well. And we'll be interacting through email, we'll be interacting over telephone, whatever way you have, don't keep it with you. Please pass on to us in the form. And all of us, we wish you a very happy learning through email. Thank you very much.
Thank you, friends, from
Thanks
the
a lot. Yeah.
entire training team and the senior leaders at head office. We wish you all the best, and let's
It's fine.
and together let's make it a great learning experience. Thank you so much.
So signing off.
Yeah, we are signing off.
How useful.